खानदानी लुटेरों की कोशिश होगी बेकार, अब की बार 400 पार।
In the Sandesh Khali case of West Bengal, the CBI submitted a status report to the Calcutta High Court yesterday, revealing several crucial findings. The CBI presented the report in a sealed envelope before the bench of Chief Justice T.S. Thakur and Justice Hiranmay Bhattacharya. The agency complained to the court that the state was not cooperating in cases related to land records. According to them, there are 900 complaints related to land grabbing. The investigation might be delayed if the state fails to provide necessary assistance. While studying the agency's report, the bench led by Chief Justice of Calcutta High Court directed the CBI to develop ways to build trust among the local affected women in Sandesh Khali. This is so they come forward and registered their complaints. The report also alleges that these women were being threatened against raising their voices. Furthermore, the report highlighted that the state has yet to comply with certain court orders, including the installation of CCTV cameras in sensitive areas of Sandesh Khali and the installation of lights on roads, despite being directed to do so within 15 days. The court warned that failure to implement these orders would lead to the court considering it as contempt. The Supreme Court heard a petition filed by the West Bengal government on Tuesday concerning CBI actions without prior state consent. Solicitor General Tushar Mehta argued that the CBI is not under the control of the central government. The state has filed a petition under Article 131 of the Constitution alleging that despite withdrawing consent, the central agency continues to register FIRs and conduct investigations which should fall within its jurisdiction. During the hearing, Solicitor General Mehta informed the bench comprising Justice B.R. Gavai and Justice Sandeep Mehta that Article 131 is among the Supreme Court's most sacred jurisdictional areas and pertains to disputes between the centre and one or more states, falling within the apex court's original jurisdiction. Justice Sandeep Mehta noted that the Bharatiya Janata Party has not filed any case. These are filed by the CBI. The Supreme Court will resume the hearing on this matter on May 8. The Delhi High Court on Thursday declined to issue directions to the Election Commission to halt the dissemination of deep-fake videos during the Lok Sabha elections. The court stated that no directives can be passed amid elections and that the Election Commission will address the issue accordingly. A bench comprising Acting Chief Justice Manmohan and Justice Manmohan Arora disposed of the public interest litigation filed by the lawyers' organization, directing them to file an application before the Election Commission for the same. This petition was filed at the time when the Delhi police initiated an investigation into the case of fake videos involving the Central Home Minister. The Delhi High Court rejected a public interest litigation demanding the formation of a legal education commission by the central government to ascertain the relevance of the 4-year LLB program during the Lok Sabha elections. The bench of Acting Chief Justice Manmohan and Manmohan Arora stated that this matter does not fall within the jurisdiction as they do not design curriculums. During the hearing, Advocate Ashwini Kumar Upadhyay argued that legal luminaries like Ram Jethmalani and Soli Sorabji entered the profession at ages 17 and 21 respectively. However, the court noted that their education was ongoing and their achievements post-entry into the profession were significant. Addressing the argument against not teaching subjects like history and economics to law students, the bench stated that students should study these subjects as they are interconnected and offer numerous innovations. Following this, the court granted permission to the petitioner to withdraw the plea. Former Member of Parliament and actress Jaya Parda did not appear in the District Court of Rampur to give a statement regarding the case of indecent remarks made at the Muslim Degree College. Her lawyer submitted a plea for an adjournment on Thursday requesting more time. The court granted her the next hearing on May 15. The incident occurred during an event at the college after the 2019 Lok Sabha election result. Mustafa Hussain filed a case against Azam Khan, Dr. S.T. Hassan, Abdullah Azam, Firoz Khan, organizer Muhammad Arif and former chairman of Rampur Azhar Khan alleging inappropriate comments. Jaya Parda is scheduled to appear in court on May 15 for her statement.